Hey, it's Matt with McGee Farms, and I've got my Jeep LJ here. It's the middle of June, and I still got the hardtop on, which that needs to be fixed. Normally, I take it off around April and leave it off till about November. But I've had a couple cars down where I've kind of had to put it in service for a daily driver. But that's all done now, so I'm going to build a hoist. I had a little rig set up in the barn, and it worked. It's worked for about 10 years, and I got thinking, if I got to replace this hardtop because it failed on me and the harness fell, that's about a $2,500 top right now. So I'm going in, I'm kind of reinforcing and redoing it, and I'm going to show you how I'm building it and show you my whole setup and how easy it is for one person to take this top off. So I'm out here in my barn. We're in the middle of doing a big spring cleanup, taking everything out, and I started with these two bays, one where I keep my mule and the other where I'll keep my Jeep top. And usually what I do with it as well is once the top's in there, I'll pull ATVs or one of the other side-by-sides and park it underneath, and that'd give it a little something to land on, a little cushion if it did ever fall. Now, the way I'm doing it now, I don't know if that's going to be possible because I'm using a little different method. But here's the setup so far, and I'm still building it. I'm hoping to get it finished today. But, you know, we've got the rafters here. If you got an unfinished garage, you can do the same thing with your rafters. If you have a finished garage, you just find where the studs are, and you can do the same thing. I put 2x4s going across. It's probably not necessary, but I'm doing that just as a just to give it a little more strength. I basically have eye bolts on each corner, and then I've got lag bolts going into the wood itself. And I'm gonna, in the middle, I don't think I'm gonna use a 2x4, but in the middle I'm gonna put a couple more eye bolts just as like a secondary kind of safety net. And once I get that done, I've got ratchet straps. If you look down, you can see those are my old ones. About every 2 years I replace them because, you know, they're cheap. You get some heavy duty ones for about 19-20 bucks at one of the box stores, and you know, they're going to dry rot over time anyway. Plus I'll end up taking them, using them to tie down kayaks or something else. But I've got a new set of those I'm going to put on, and then I'm going to bring 2x4s on the bottom for the top to rest on. And I'll show you how I do it as I'm going to be doing it. But that's where we're at right now. I'm going to put 2 more eye bolts in the center there, and then I'm going to start setting up the 2x4s that the top's going to rest on. Now, for the Jeep to rest on, I've got 2x4s, and I'm going to do 3 of them. My Jeep, about 61, 62 inches wide, maybe about 60 was the width of it. So I went to 65 just to give it a little bit of a buffer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang these from the bottom, and then I'm going to strap them to the Jeep top so it can't move around a little bit. And I'll show you as we go along. I'm going to make 1 more of these, and after that, I'm ready to go. I got the rest of everything. We'll go over here. I've got 4 eye bolts on these 2x4s, and just as a little bit of a buffer of safety, I put 2 more in the middle, and they're just on the rafters. They're smaller ones that I had laying around, but again, that's more kind of a backup in case one fails. So I've got that. Now I got to cut 1 more board, put the eye bolts in, and then the next step's going to be to finish cleaning this area out and bring the Jeep in. All right, so I got the runway, so to speak, cleared out. I can bring the Jeep in. I've got everything up. As I said, I put the eye bolts kind of in the middle. And then I took the older straps that I was using from last year. I've got them sitting there because I am going to use them just kind of initially to set everything up, but then I'm going to go with the new straps. But that's going to be used to lift it up. You'll see. I'm going to lift it up with those, and then I'm going to come back with the new straps and put them over the 2x4s. So I'm getting ready to go grab the Jeep, and we're going to back it in. All right, so I've got my Jeep backed into place, and I've got my new ratchet straps here. I just got to cut them out. They've got a 1,000-pound working limit. The top, I looked it up. There's actually a website, and I'll put a link to the website that tells you how much your Jeep top weighs. And this and the YJ are probably the two heaviest according to the website at 150 pounds. So, you know, 1,000 pounds on each strap, plus the eye bolts that I'm using, they are 190 pounds each eye bolt. So it should be more than enough. Plus, I did put a rope between them, and I'm about 200 pounds, and it held my weight and didn't budge at all. So, you know, I think we should be okay here. So now we're going to take the top off. Most likely, if you're looking at this, you know how to take the top off of a Jeep. So I'm really not going to get into too much detail, but on these, take this off on both sides, and then you've got your bolts on the back. And I don't know with the lighting how well you can see, but another thing that I've done with this that is a whole lot nicer is I bought upgraded bolts that are thumb screws, so you don't need a tool to get them off. And get this one off, I'll show it to you. It's trying to do this one-handed, but yeah, you got your bolt, and there, it just went down. It's got a little washer on it. Looks like that washer is pretty well stuck on there. And oh, here it is. Take it out and show it to you. That's just a little nut that goes on the other side. You can pick these up really cheap. I'll put links to these where I pick them up on Amazon as well. But well worth the maybe $15 they cost you. So we're going to take the rest of these off, and I'm going to start taking this top off. All right, so as of right now, I have 4 straps that are holding it up, and so I'm going to pull the Jeep out, and it's just going to kind of be hanging by those, and then I'm going to come back with the boards and the better straps, and we're going to start setting those up. So I pulled forward. I'm not all the way forward, like all the way clear of it, but as I was pulling forward, I got thinking this might be kind of a better idea to go ahead and get the back one set up, just to give it a little more support, because if something were to fall now, at least the Jeep, you know, might catch it and protect it. So I'm going to grab the new ones. I'm going to hook them up, hook them to one of my boards, and get it all set to go. And then I'm going to pull up and do the same for the next one. Okay, so now I've got the first board on. Got it set up. And I'm probably going to go ahead. I don't know if I'm going to leave. I'm probably going to take these straps off because I do want to shut that back window. I don't want to leave it open. I might. I'm going to leave extra straps. I've got extra straps. I'm going to leave them on in some way just to as a little extra protection. But one thing when you get in here, so you're just basically resting on this, so it's not really helping it much. So what you got to do next is you're going to take the Homesteader's secret weapon, zip ties, and I'm going to feed them through one of these holes in the top. And I'm going to feed them around. Well, good thing I brought some extras. I don't have enough. Hopefully I'm not just like doing random parts of the top where you can't see anything in the picture while I'm doing this, but all right. So I don't know how well you can see this. I'm trying to hold the camera with my armpit. See how that works. But I'm just basically going to take this, I'm going to run it through the hole in the top, I'm going to run it through here, and that's going to keep it from moving and just kind of keep it snug. And then I'm going to get another one and I'm going to put it right here. Okay, so I've got them on 2 here. I'm going to pull forward a little more. I'm going to do the next one, and then I'm going to do the very front as well. All right, so we got it all done. Got extra straps on there as a safeguard, but these the 3 that have the boards, those are the main ones. My idea of how to do this. 3 on this side. I got 1 extra kind of helping hold it. This may come down. This side I got the 3, and I got an extra 2. I got 1 in the back that's probably going to come down, and this one here, I don't know if it's going to come down or not. I think the main thing it depends on is this rubbing against the top. And like I said, inside on these bottom 2, I've got zip ties, kind of holding it in place to give it a little extra safety. So that's how I'm storing my top this summer. Probably going to see a few more videos with the Jeep here coming up very shortly. I bought a couple products to use while the top is off, so probably going to be putting them on and talking about them a little bit. Probably use this for storage, park some ATVs or maybe one of the side-by-sides under it while it's hanging here, and kind of, you know, double duty. It's Matt with McGee Farms. If you enjoy the videos, please consider giving us a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel, or watching it all the way through. It will bring you more Jeep videos, I promise. The way the algorithm with YouTube works, if you watch these and you watch them all the way through, then you're going to start seeing Jeep videos instead of videos that political videos right now, which seem like they're everywhere. You'll get more of these. Till next time, have a great day.